Welcome back! This is a video about Brian's 3D printed fan mount brackets for use in the Commodore 1541 disk drive. The fan bracket is fastened on the chassis frame and above the regulators. He has kindly sent me 2 printed exemplars. I have been following him on Twitter for a while now, and I just love all the hobby projects and insanely neat soldering skills. It's eye candy, so check him out on Twitter. 2 years ago, in 2015, I made 3 videos keeping the Commodore 1541 disk drive safe from overheating. Video 1, temperatures. Video 2, fan timer. Back then, people were reporting on dead 1541s who had been left on for overnight. The thermal design of these drives are very bad, and temperature creeps up and up throughout the hours. Secondly, I don't like fans in general because of dust, so I wanted the fan to be off for the most part. And then, as a failsafe, it would turn on after about an hour. For my first video, I made a timer circuit. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Can you hear me?
The ICs would heat up and cool down. You get thermal expansion and contraction inside the ICs. Thermal stress, in other words. So I ditched the timer and went on to video number 3. Later we discussed that this would cause heat up and cool down of all the ICs, and it would be better to let the fan just start at the beginning. So in the third video and final video, where I mount a fan to the top of the enclosure,
That was an interesting experience.
this was very noisy. I removed the fan again and went back to the drawing board. On the second attempt, I decided to mount the fan to the chassis instead. It is more sturdy and less noisy solution than mounting it to the top enclosure, which vibrates and acts like a speaker, you know. So I cut out 2 pieces of sheet metal from C64 RF modulator. I made some notches and put the fan there. I used 12-volt fan run at 5V, and I guess what? Guess what? Pretty much noiseless, and temperatures are just rising to about +5 centigrades above ambient. I'm happy with that. The flow is in other words good enough. So what is this video about? A friend I follow on Twitter was modifying his 1541 with heatsinks and new capacitors. He tweeted about the fan installation, and I tweeted a screenshot of my YouTube video. I must admit that I did have Brian's 3D printing capabilities in my mind when I tweeted him. 2 years ago, when I cut the sheet metal, I was dreaming of getting a 3D printed bracket. And guess what? Brian has done it. Check them out. Look what came in the mail today. A package from England. 3D printing 86 from Brian. So let's have a look. Let's have a look in here. It's a box. It's a box in a box. And you taped something on the outside here. Oh, it's a board. Wow. But that's cool. So I will check online what that is. It's an adapter, of course. I think it's for the Amiga, perhaps. Let's have a look at this. I remember he looked at the back of his videos to figure out how to make boxes. No, he didn't. He watched videos of the back of his while he tried to make box, something like that. And then I have to figure out how to open it. So, 3D printed fan holders. So it's like brackets for the Commodore 1541 disk drive. So yeah, so what it does, this one goes into the chassis, and then the fan goes on top of here. That's what this video is going to be about. So you can see it's 3D printed by the zigzagging. So, and these are not supposed to be there, it's just fan mounts, rubber fan mounts. So yeah, so it will be interesting. I already have a socket of my own, but it's very, very poor, so that would be really great. Really great. Really. Wow, they were all like that. Strange. Yeah, thank you very much for sending these.
So that was all the footage and editing, so maybe I should stop eating and binge drinking and get on with it. Let's scan. Ta-da! There we go, from 2 years ago. Thank you very much, Brian. Just so excited I'm not speaking. So let me get those. Yeah, let me get those old brackets out of the way. Okay, so I don't have to remove them completely. I think I just make it open. Okay, I have to remove them, so. Yes, here we go. Let's go see. Let's see if I can get it to about there. And then, yeah, maybe a little bit more, just to get a feel for where it is. So, because if you look closely, we are actually going in there. So let's have a go. I'm not gonna care so much about the camera now. Let's try. Oh yeah, that's working. Cool. That was really easy actually. So let's find a cable and test this thing. So this and really great, cool stuff. Brian, you're a masterpiece of work. What does that even mean? Brian, you are a master in 3D printing. Yes. Let's find a cable. Hold on, let's see. It's funny this. Ha! Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me put you closer. You can't almost hear the fan, but if you have a headphones or you can hear the humming. I can feel the table vibrate. It's not the fan, because when I stopped it with my finger now, there is a humming, so now I have my other computer on also, so it's a bit noisy too, so yeah. It's really nice to have a look at it. Yeah, looks so cool. There's one thing I'm wondering about now. I should tidy up these cables, by the way. If anyone wonder, I have connected the black one over there, the minus of the capacitor, and then you can see down there is the red one on the diode there, so it gets 5 volt from the 5 volt system. Builds a little bit more height, but I think maybe these are very low in comparison to what I had, so maybe it's okay. I will try the case now. This is a bit more noisy than I can remember. I wonder if... actually it's quite noisy now. And I can feel the vibrations. Yeah, I think I know what it is. It's too close. It's not supposed to sit so close. Yeah, so I think it's touching the top, so you can try scrape away some of my old glue. That might be it, could be something else, so I should turn it off then, probably. There. I don't know, this little glue, does this really have anything inside? We have some clearance here, not much. Yeah, but that was what I said. These rubber mounts, they are not really needed, I think, because the chassis is very sturdy, so I don't think it will take up the vibrations.
It has a different resonance frequency. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Another thing that can be the problem is this wire can't touch the top enclosure. A third thing I can try. There's no glue in here. Yeah, well, there's some glue here actually. Maybe that's the problem from an old fan. They used to be in here. I'll just clean it up real quick. If this doesn't work, then I will probably remove the rubber and use screws instead, because you know, then it will sit tighter. Let's try it again. Yeah, the sound is changing when I touch the case. So definitely there is some vibration going on. And when I lift it just 1 millimeter, it goes away. So yeah, I think I will try that. It's a bit annoying with the sound, so yeah. Yeah, so let's get to the screws. So what happens when you see this rubber mounting? It adds another height there, so yeah, screws will fix that up. Let's find some screws. I don't know if I have any right now. Yeah, they are thick and they are self-threading, I think. Find another one. So yeah, one screw is not much to brag about, but it will have to do for now. So there you go. So let's try. Yeah, that's great. So now I'll try the case. Yeah, it makes a big difference. So if you experience that, Brian, check it out. The sound is very different. So I don't know if you can hear it. Let me remove the case. And then, oops, sorry. You know, if I push it down now, you can hear its contact. So it's probably was contact. So if I play back now, this is a bit more noisy than I can remember. Yeah, so I can't find any screws, so what I think I will do then, use some double-sided tape here. These are like tapes you can get at Kjell.com and stuff like that here in Scandinavia. They are for mobile phone repairs, so I actually repaired my phone with this. So there you go, you can see it sticks. Great. There. Let's go.
Yeah, there's airflow. And there's no contact, so I have to press hard to get contact. So thank you very much, Brian. You did a really great job there. So of course there can be some difference between my box and your box, of course. So my disk drive. And I think also while I have this open, I should add some grease to the rails down there. Because sometimes it doesn't work properly, this disk drive. Yeah, you can see the guides there, so I will try. Yeah, playing some games and turn off all the 3 computers there. New laptop, by the way. Anyway, it's very silent. I only hear the transformer humming now. Okay, so it was covering a bit, but still very silent, and seemed that it helped to lubricate those rails actually. So yeah, so there you go.